You take her out on dates, you pay for everything, you fix all her problems, you're always there for her, but she still doesn't text back as frequently, or she sees you only as her friend. It simply doesn't go anywhere with the woman that you actually like. In this video, I want to talk about the biggest trap that modern men are falling for, why are they getting used by women, and how to turn this around without becoming a jerk. If you are an established man, if you're good on paper, then most likely you have been told to focus on your career. Concentrate first on making money, and then later on the woman will come. And it sounds logical, but it's not working because you're trying to solve an emotional problem with logic. One of the most important distinctions any man has to learn is the role of a lover versus the role of a provider. Women tend to have a double standards when it comes to men. When a woman finds a man genuine attractive, when she has a genuine desire for him, then she tends to have sex with him very quickly. This can happen within half an hour, within a couple of hours, maybe the same night, but she will not make him wait for long. That guy has displayed some lover energy. So if you would know how to behave as a lover and you would go out in any social interaction, if you go meet women on the street, if you go on nightclubs, bars, if you meet them in social circles, whatever, what you would see is that many women would choose to sleep with you, would choose to hook up with you. Just like that. Without going to pay her for dinners, buy her any purse, without doing so much effort to win her over. Meanwhile, the provider, who is using a lot of money, who is genuinely putting in the effort, he would have to wait 3 to 6 months. He would have to wait until they're in a serious monogamous relationship. He has to take her out for many dinners. He has to buy some purses. He has to constantly be available. Everything revolves around her. It's on her terms. Meanwhile, if the same woman would just meet a guy who is a lover, he wouldn't have to wait. The relationship would be on his terms. So you really have to be careful with this strategy to just focus on money, just focus on status. Else you're just going to end up as a walking ATM, as a walking wallet. She's gonna drain all your money. Hell, if you want to get kids with this woman, she will take your kids. She will take half of your money if you get married. Like, really bad strategy. Even if you have enough money, if you have the status and all, you become very likely to be cheated on because there's no genuine desire for you. This is all transactional. So focusing solely on money, just getting this bank account growing is not the fix. You don't know how to engage women. You don't know how to spike her emotionally. You don't know how to handle her shit test. You don't know how to be assertive. You don't know what actually is attractive. You don't know female psychology. And then when you have a woman that you actually make her your wife, you don't know how to maintain the relationship. The worst case scenario is that then you have kids with her, then she's taking all kids with her, she's taking half the money, she's taking the house, and then you will left with nothing. So that's not a life that I wish for you. In case you don't know me, my name is Rafael Samirae. I'm a dating and relationship coach. And in the past 3 years, I've been helping many men to have an amazing dating life and find their dream woman. And today, I'm helping you. So what are you doing with this provider strategy? You're inviting a woman into your life for the wrong reason. She's viewing you only as a provider. She's gonna take the kids, she's gonna take half of your money, she's going to cheat on you. Now, I don't wish this for you, but this is the life of a provider. So you cannot bypass to learn how to engage women. You need to learn how to engage them on an emotional base. No money on earth, no status, no six-pack and height will solve this. Especially nowadays, it becomes irrelevant. Money doesn't matter too much. Women make their own money. So it's really important to become someone who women have a genuine attraction for. They have a genuine desire for you. Real attraction is not something that you can negotiate with money. Genuine attraction is priceless. She's always going to try to give you her feminine best. She will go to the end of the world with you. She's emotionally bought into this relationship. You don't have to fear if the next guy who has more money, more status, that she's going to monkey wrench to him. So you really want to have a genuine attraction, and this comes by learning how to engage women on an emotional base. So if you don't want to get cheated on, if you don't want to give half of your money away, if you actually want to sustain a healthy family in the long run, you need to learn this. So how do you actually do that? Is by having many reference experiences. I don't care if it's online dating, if it's cold time day approach, if it's in any social settings, they all have their advantages. You just have to learn this now, okay? You have to put in some effort and some time to have this skill. And also, this is something that you're gonna have for your whole life. The sooner you do this, the better you'll be off later on. I wish it would be like the Disney movies will display it, to just, be the provider, have the money, and then women are flocking in. But is she going to stay with you? I mean, look at your own reference experience, the few that you had actually now. Did they stay? Did they appreciate you? Well, do I have now to become this asshole, this lover boy, this jerk? No, of course not. You don't have to go from one extreme to the other extreme. Just become an integrated man. Just know how to spark emotions. Know how to engage a woman. She will thank you for this. Your future kids will thank you for this. You will have a family that is actually stable. You will know how to maintain a relationship. A man who knows how to engage a woman emotionally has much more worth than a provider. There are many men out there who have high social value, who have a lot of money, who have status. That means there's also a lot of competition. An integrated man, someone who knows how to provide and someone who can also spark her emotionally, wow, there, there are no men out there who can do this. This is actually the guy who she calls Prince Charming. She wants someone who can engage her emotionally. And honestly, it has not been easier nowadays to become a good guy because no one is really doing this. You see either guys concentrating only on their status and being the provider, or you only have assholes who have figured out the game and just go from one woman to the next woman. So unfortunately, many women also get played by assholes. But being integrated, that's really the sweet spot. Now you know that you cannot stay in this provider role, this one-way ticket to disaster. I actually challenge you to walk around and see and have an open eye for this. Maybe you know this from your own family. Maybe you see this in some friends. Walk around with open eyes. This is a true concept. Someone who's only being there because they are providing. This is not a life that you want. You actually want to have a sincere relationship with someone who is there for who you have become, for who you are. Okay, so turning into a jerk is not necessary, but being an integrated man, someone who has an authentic masculine frame, that is very much the thing that you should aim for. And if you want my help with this, then down below in the description, there's a link where you can apply for a free discovery call. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.